Hello everyone and welcome to Austin in Texas for the 5th season challenge video. So I'm now driving a Lotus, as you'll see in just a second, as you saw me setting my car up there. So here we go then, coming down the home straight for these nice cinematics before I start my lap. And we're away then, so DRS is open for me, up in 7th gear, braking a little bit conservatively into the first corner, as it's only one shot qualifying. I don't want to be overcooking it too much. You see me turn my brakes to the rear there. So this whole lap is a little bit conservative, not massively. I'm reasonably confident on this track now, but still got to be a bit conservative, leave a few things on the table. As like I said, it is one shot qualifying. Don't want to be spinning off or getting any penalties or anything like that, as I do only get one shot, one lap. So up with the gears again then, coming down to this tight hairpin for the big long straight. Seems apt that this track is just before next weekend's Grand Prix. First inaugural Grand Prix in the USA, or in Austin, Texas, not in the USA. You just saw me looking behind just there a second ago, quite a way ahead. Still taking it reasonably easy, as you can see. I'm hitting away apex nicely, not really spinning the wheels too much. I'm not pushing the car too much, just enough. Should be enough to give me pole, as it is seemingly fairly easy on season challenge, unfortunately. So manually shutting the DRS then before this corner that's similar to turn 8 at Turkey, before opening it on the exit. It's very tricky as it's a blind apex, that corner there, as I do run a bit wide. Can afford to push a bit harder now as I'm a little bit further ahead. There we go then, that's the home straight. Let's see what my lap's going to be. Under 140 is a good time. Indeed, 38.8. So pretty good. Almost 2 seconds up on Fernando Alonso, who I've selected as my rival, as you can see there with the blue R. Which means that if I beat him twice in a row, I get to steal his seat at Ferrari. So that'll be good then. So watching these cinematics here of me celebrating my pole. Nice punch of the air there. Very happy man indeed. See Hamilton in the background there, looking reasonably happy with his third place. Not too happy though. As we wait for the screen to load there, looking at a few of my statistics from season challenge. So no bronze medals because they've all been gold. A high speed of 205 miles an hour, as you can't play with the gearing settings unfortunately. It's just a quick setup, that's all you're allowed. So you see some lovely cinematics here of the Circuit of Americas. So you see my rival objective is to beat Fernando Alonso, who is starting in P2 directly behind me, so it should be my toughest challenge yet. Don't expect to struggle too much though, as I was, as you saw, on pole by over 2 seconds. It's unfortunate you can only turn this mode to hard difficulty, not expert, as it is just that much easier unfortunately. But we'll see how it plays out in the race. I can still make mistakes. It's certainly not going to be easy anyway. That's reserved for the easy difficulty. So you saw there, 3 extra laps, even though it's only a 5-lap race. So here we go then, building up the revs. 4 lights, 5 lights, and they're out and we're away. So look about going to rich fuel mixture, but can't change the mixture in this mode. So using most of my curves then off the line. So I'm very, very cautious into the first corner there, and that's why I said it's not overly easy. Lost a couple of places. I think I might have only been 1 in the end. Yes, just Fernando got past me. Was a few more, but I did manage to speed up a little bit. Think about going to the inside of him there, but decided to back out of it. So see, we've got some grass on my tyre there. Going to take it a little bit easy, so that's one off. Should just stick with Fernando, and I'm sure I'll be able to comfortably get him down the main straight. Perhaps even in this next hairpin. I'm very close to him here in the slipstream. Let's see if I can get him. I thought about it, but thought better of it. Decided to get a nice run on this home straight instead, which I do indeed. Use a bit of curves to catch up with him, and I'm past him, provided he hasn't got good straight line speed, but he shouldn't have compared to me, because I set the car up nicely. So he's actually backed out of there. Hamilton, or Webber rather, might get him, but no, he's managed to defend the position. So there we go. Up to first place then. I'm already 2 seconds ahead, that's because Fernando backed out of it. Wow. So not expecting much more of a challenge unless I make further mistakes. Unfortunately, it's going to be even easier when I move to Ferrari. Unfortunately. I don't know why it seems so easy in this difficulty, because the Champions mode, which I'm in the process of corner cutting, am I going the outside? That was a bit strange. Champions mode, which I'm in the middle of remaking at the moment, which I'm going to remake the videos, then commentate them and then upload them, because my initial batch weren't commentated, so I'll redo them as I enjoy them, and I hope other people will enjoy watching them as well. But that mode does seem a little bit more difficult on just again hard difficulty. So I'm not sure why this mode's so easy. I think they must have scaled back the difficulty even further just so we can move up teams. Obviously, if you start on the cater, it would be very, very difficult to beat a Toro Rosso even. So I think they've unfortunately scaled it back, which I would rather they didn't. I'd rather the challenge of trying to beat a Toro Rosso in a cater room. Make it much more fun, because even if you can't out-qualify them, you can certainly get them into the first corner and then just try and stay ahead the whole race, even if you're a second slower. So I'd prefer that challenge personally, but Codemasters obviously got their reasons. So on lap 2 then of 5, shifting up through the gears and it's long back straight. See, my short gearing on the qualifying lap looked silly, but now the gearing's perfect for the race without DRS. Just not quite touching the limit at the end, so almost bang on. Happy days. So 7 seconds up on my previous, that was the standing start. 5 seconds ahead of Alonso now. It's a very tricky corner here. Your inside wheel just wants to lock, and it's interesting to see what racing they do through that corner actually when it comes to it next weekend. Should be interesting to see if a few people take different lines like they do in a couple of corners. Mostly they all take the same line, don't they? But occasionally they take a different line, so let's see if they do. Should be interesting. Onto this home straight once again then. Up to lap 3. We'll be just a hot second. There we go. 39.1. Almost as fast as my qualifying lap, so I can push a bit harder in this race as it's a bit more forgiving if I cut a corner or if I spin out. I'm 6 seconds ahead, so I can comfortably, well, maybe not comfortably, but even if they do overtake me, I can still get them back because I'm faster than them. Still pushing hard, as you can see. Bit of gravel on my outside wheel there. Ooh, as I run very wide, but not too bad, and get snapped over as they come back on the track. Was 400s up on my previous time in that first sector. Let's see if I can improve it despite those mistakes. I'll be pushing hard in these next couple of corners to manage it. I do believe this sector ends just after this corner, I believe, after this next corner. We'll see on the mini-map when it comes. It does indeed. That wasn't bad, was it? Brand new track, already know where the sectors start and finish. So that was a good corner, so I might even still be up. No, a tenth and a half down. I can probably make that up in the last sector there if I push, which I am doing. This is the corner that I said last lap. It's difficult to know which line to take, and difficult to not lock your inside tyre. So here we go then. The effective turn 8 at Turkey. Definitely pushing harder, aren't I? Towards the end of this lap. So 39.1 to beat. My DA tells me that Alonso's in second place, which I already know. See if we can do a 38 something something then. 38, no, still a 10th off, so that's fine. I want to beat my qualifying lap, but that'll be good. As I said, I didn't push too hard, so it should be possible, even without DRS. What was it? I think it was a 38.9, I believe, wasn't it, my qualifying lap? Somewhere around there. Ooh, pushing very hard there. So another 4 hundredths up, not tenths. Didn't make these same mistakes, so bit of corner cutting there, but fortunately it doesn't take a lap away from you. Just gives you a warning. 10 seconds to Alonso now. So it's long back straight then. Hoping I will be up. Well, these times obviously based on my last lap now, which was a 10th down in this next sector, so it says a 10th up. I'm just on par with my fastest lap, but we shall see. So still pushing hard then. 10th and a half up, so only a little bit up on my fastest lap, probably about the 400ths that I gained in the first sector. Let's see if I can push it in the last sector and gain some more. So I need that to be probably around a 10th and a half up by the end of this lap to beat my fastest lap. If I can, that would be blooming lovely. Another corner cutting for leaving the track on the outside there. I've obviously been particularly strict on that. I suspect that's probably because quite a lot of developers went off at that track, so they thought, well, let's so let's make that restrictive. 10th up my previous, but not fastest laps. That was a slow last sector, so last lap of the race then. Let's push it to the limit and see if I can smash that 39.0 barrier, get into the 38s. 12.5 seconds back to Alonso now, so I'm not worried. I could even spin and recover still in front of him, so not worried at all. 2 thousandths up my previous, so that's a positive. Not much of one, but it is a positive. So I run a little bit wide into that corner there. Didn't want to be doing that. But if I maintain the speed, I should still be on for a fastest lap of the race. See a little bit of lag there. I am hoping to get a new graphics card soon, because this is actually only 1080p with high settings, whereas when I get my shiny new graphics card, I'll be running absolutely max settings at 1080p. So that'd be nice. A little bit less lag for you guys. 10th up my previous end, so that's good. So if I can maintain this speed, I'll have a fast lap of the race, and that'll probably just about put me in the 38s. Somewhere around there anyway. So going on this turn 8 Turkey effectively once again. That was a better corner there. Pushing it a bit harder. Could be a bit conservative in that last corner. You can't really push the braking point because it just pushes you wide. You can lose more time in that last corner than you can gain. So let's see there, 38.9. I did indeed get 38. Let's have a look exactly what it was when it shows my fastest lap in just a moment. So I beat Fernando Alonso then, comfortably. So we'll see what happens when I get to that Ferrari if I beat him in the next race, which I should do. So indeed, a 38.990. As David Croft just explains, that's not what Alonso would have wanted. It certainly wasn't to be beaten by his teammate. Well, not a teammate, sorry, by 16 seconds. When he could have won it if it wasn't for me. So that was that then. The next season challenge video will probably be in a week or two or so. There's a few other videos that I want to squeeze out before the next season challenge. So probably the career videos. A track guide of a random circuit will be next. I like to do weekly track guides now, so until I run out of tracks to do. So since there's not a Grand Prix this weekend, I'll do a possibly Silverstone, I'm thinking, in the wet maybe, just to mix it up a bit, do something a bit different. So don't forget to subscribe to hear it here first, and thanks ever so much for watching. Bye bye.